Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition on the PC. We are still not out of the starting dungeon, but I'm fairly certain we'll get out of here this video. I'm not too worried. We have made it to the second floor of the dungeon. There are only 2 floors, so we don't have to sweat things too much. We've encountered a few NPCs that have chatted with us, but we are ignoring all of them and forging on alone.
Consider it done.
In the next room, Yoshimo warned us that there are basically a bunch of methods, and they will continually pour out of these 4 portals. They don't look like portals. There's just 4 methods in these little cages. To close the portals, you have to kill the methods in the cages while being attacked by all the other methods flying around. This is not too big of a deal. We're going to equip all our buff spells, charge in there, blast them. Bob's your uncle. I might start with like a sleep spell, so we can shut down some of the attacks coming our way. Let's rock and roll. Got sleep. No, they'll save. Okay, we got 1 down. The methods flying around will die as soon as the portals close, so we don't have to worry too much. We just have to live to that point. Fuck. I might not. Okay, we got a stone skin up. Chug that. Fuck. Alright. Problem was the sleep spell didn't work at all, and then we're getting hammered, so we'll be a little bit more aggressive. Fuck, they interrupted that casting immediately. We're blinded, so our attack range is very small. Fuck! Let me cast some. That did nothing. Keep buffing ourselves. We really need the defensive buff so we can actually cast a spell successfully. There we go, but that did not hit fucking thing we needed it to. Magic resistance. Come on now. Come on now. Fuck! Fine, just beat it to death. Okay. We leveled, that's nice. Nope. Okay. It's gonna come down to another Melf's minute meteors. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get interrupted. Alright, good. Should allow us to do it. Nice. Okay. Not a very impressive win, but a win nonetheless. We we leveled up. So we get some more spell casts, a few more hit points, some more lore. We get another level 2 spell. Some would recommend Web. Powered Sleep for a more guaranteed single target sleep. Invisibility, but rather wait for greater invisibility. Blur is not bad. It doesn't last incredibly long, but it's another defensive thing. -3 to enemy attacks against you, and a bonus to your saving throws. Otherwise, glitter dust. You can blind enemies. Yeah, they get a -4 penalty to attack rolls and armor class, but the armor class debuff doesn't help us that much compared to, say, like a saving throw debuff. So I'm leaning towards Blur. But I also kind of like Web. Web's pretty good. Alright, we'll take Web. Level 3. Haste isn't bad to have. Remove magic isn't bad. Because remove magic is pretty much always usable. As we level up, it still remains good. And there's going to be times where we do want to remove an enemy's magic buffs. You can also take Spell Thrust, but it's hard to say. There are some items that we can get down the line that allow us access to these spells a few times per day, which is, I mean, no, whatever. So it's all sort of hard to say. We can't go wrong with a number of these choices. But let's snag Remove Magic. Level 4. There are a bunch of good choices. Don't remember what the guides, what people were specifically saying. Improved Invisibility is good. Greater Malicen's good. I think I always pick Ice Storm just because it's really fun. But let me just check. People were saying Greater Malazan is what multiple people seem to recommend. Yeah, I mean, I can certainly see the merit of it. It's a saving throw debuff. AoE saving throw debuff at a penalty of -4. Which means you cast that, and then you cast something like Sleep, and it's far more likely to succeed. And down the line, you know, we can sequence these things. So you cast... I assume. I mean, I don't know exactly how the sequence works as far as timing goes, but I assume it fires off the effects in order. So you can sequence 2 spells together, do a little Malazan, do a little Sleep, bada bing, bada boom, or obviously a much worse effect than just Sleep. I don't remember who dies here. You can help. I mean, I think we want to kill the assassin.
Return whence you came. This is not your place.
Thou hast come once again to prey upon me, my master. I am not your master, dear lady. Is there aught that I can do for you? Do for me? Do for me? After all that thou hast already done. Thou hast created me in her image, but I am not her. I am not. And I shall never let thee touch me again. No more death to rise again. Not her. So this Irenicus fellow is making all these clones in some woman's image that is no longer around. But Fuck, I'm not prepared for this at all. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Let's better prepare for that. So, it's actually the other way around. We want to blast the escaped clone, because as soon as the assassin dies, she buffs herself majorly. So, ideally, we, like, stun her. Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, shit. Nothing shall prey on you except death! Now, let's see if remove magic actually works. Okay. Did not remove much. Oh, and I forgot the buff again. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Okay.
It shall be.
Let's actually buff ourselves. Buffs are good and good for you. Little actually, shield doesn't matter too much, but actually, in general, I don't have much spell defense. Alright, let's try and spook. Nice. Good. Oh, that didn't last long. Save versus spell. There we go. Now it's working. I don't want to do anything to kill the guy she's attacking. So let's debuff her. I don't know why I'm trying to bash her. It's never gonna happen. Shit, man. No. Yeah, spell turning, so my spell's getting deflected back at me. Skull Trap, I don't think works, because it's a physical. Oh, shit. Well, it might work. If I can get it off right now. Got him.
Consider it done.
And we get the Wand of Missiles key. We would if I can take it. And the guy was carrying nothing. So it was just some more XP. Necklace. Really cannot carry much. You might be wondering, maybe not, why we're picking up all these different keys. Portal key. Well, the portal key you know about. We can actually dump that. Wand of Frost key, Wand of Lightning key, Wand of Missiles key. They're going to come into play very soon. Very soon. I don't know if I've ever actually plugged in these energy cells before. I don't know exactly where it is. I thought it was this room, but perhaps I'm really mistaken. Not really anything to do here, so rest, full heal. Here's the Wand of Fire key. The thing is, you don't actually need any of these keys. Someone said, I think it was one of the dryads or whatever, that there's a hall with a bunch of wands or whatever, and you need the keys. And she was correct, but you can bypass the whole hall safely. You can avoid all the traps without using any of these keys, but I think you get XP for each one you disarm. So that's why we're grabbing some. There should be another guy up here. I actually want to help the assassin.
To battle! Victory! No one crosses the shadow beads and lives.
Yeah, okay. Gonna be a pack of goblins? Nope, another method. Stunned. There is a pack of goblins. I wasn't lying. I didn't lie to you, but I forgot. Forgetting so much. And this is like the stuff I know the best. Wait till we get like halfway through the game. I don't remember shit.
Dangerous mistake. Dangerous mistake.
Well, that's problematic. Sleep. Put their asses to sleep. There we go.
To battle and victory!
Good, good, good. Alright, now we deal with these nasty little goblins. Should be more than just those two. Okay. There they are. There we go. So you may notice these 3 spots here. These are actually quick spells, so you can assign spells, certain spells, whatever, 3 of them to those quick spells. So I guess we could put like Melf's Minute Meteors on. It's the spells we want to have quickly on hand without diving into the menu. So usually stuff, defensive stuff, blah blah blah. Do that. Okay, I think there's a trap in the middle of this bridge. I don't think it's avoidable, but you just do that and then you're done. There's gonna be a guy here. Yeah. He demonstrates that there are traps. The funny thing is, though, is that these dwarves are standing in the middle of this trapped hallway, and so they'll actually run into the traps themselves. This guy is not going anywhere. Again, I wish I could... If I was playing a thief character, I could show you where all these traps are. You just have to believe me. Oh, you don't actually get XP. Okay, then never mind. So, basically, pretty much wherever these pillars are on the side here, running horizontally or diagonally, I guess, across the hallway, there's like a thin rectangle, and that's where the trap triggers are. So, if you were just looking at your first time playing, you were just looking, it wouldn't actually seem like you could just bypass the traps by hugging these pillars, but you can. Normally what you do, of course, is you find all these little keys and you insert them into the pedestals like so, and then you can just walk past. But you certainly don't need to pick up a single key if you don't want to. All right, this next room has a bunch of assassins fighting a vampire. And typically, you can't kill the vampire. She'll slaughter all the assassins very quickly, and then she teleports away. It is possible, however, to kill the vampire. I'm gonna give it a few tries, but we're not gonna spend all day here. Just some defensive buffs, just in case. I think our strategy is going to be Greater Malazan and then Spook.
Let me have a taste.
Excellent. I see I am to be provided fresh blood for once. Where's your master fiend? We seek Irenicus. Give us the upstart and you shall survive. Already am I dead, thief. Join me in darkness. Enough! Kill this creature and raise the guild. Irenicus shall learn what it is to betray the Shadow Thieves. Him with a little Malazan. Alright, we got the saving throw lowered. Didn't seem to work. I can't imagine sleep working. So I think we probably... Well, let's try Chromatic Orb.
I shall feast on your heart.
If I can get a stun, it'd be awesome. Nice. There you go. That is 8,000 XP very easily. So that's a very good argument for taking Greater Malazan. We would not have gotten this stun without it, most likely. There you have it. So, she doesn't actually die. As you saw, her like wisp form floated away, but you still get the 8,000 XP. Under normal circumstances, it would be very difficult to kill her. Because she slaughters those guys pretty quickly and then is gone. So... The actual hallway we need to go down to leave, I think, is like... There's this middle one here. But... We're doing alright on time, so... Actually picked up a whole bunch of keys. Then there's this, which is a ring. This is actually probably a ring we want. Alright, we're never going back to get that air elemental statue. Let me actually look what's in there. Well, you get the freeing the... Yeah, okay. You get 15,000 XP. And the Sword of Chaos +2, which doesn't help us at all. Oh, but that was in the in the enhanced edition. You can get a few different weapons depending on your proficiencies. It's like a bunch of different +2 weapons. None that help us. There is a quarterstaff +2. Which would be fine. I mean, the 15,000 XP was really the bonus. I probably should have done it, but like I said, I had forgotten what's in there. But all right. all right. So these other this hallway just contains a bunch of dwarves or goblins. All right. Let's shoot out a web. There you go. They're not going anywhere. And then you skull trap their asses. Ha ha ha! So it actually keeps webbing them for a while as it lasts. It's not a one and done thing. They can be re-webbed. But I believe if I go in there, I'll get webbed as well. Yeah. That's sort of the annoying part of these spells. And you really can't do anything. Which is why it's a pretty good spell. Alright. Up here, there should be some dwarves. Some dig. You just cheese them with that skull trap. That cheese is not always going to work, so I'm not going to always know they're enemies. But for now. Not like we can loot too much here, but always gold to be had. Little unknocking. Splint mail. Everything's got to be locked. Mace, a girdle. A girdle. That's fine. $100 is $100. Identify that girdle. Can't do anything. We're gonna have to pay some shopkeep. Oh, right, that's what you get from inserting the key. You get the wands from the pedestals. And wands are decent. We're not gonna shit on wands. Like I said, this hallway, we can go to the exit. If we go down this hallway, we'll come across a... No, Damn it, I messed it up. I always get it confused. I knew there had to be reinforcements down here. Couldn't be that powerful by himself, I said. I'll just put an end to this here and now. We'll see the end of Irenicus and your little guild war before this day is through. Guild war? What are you talking about? I just want out of this dungeon. You can talk all you wish, but it'll do you no good. Everyone in this place has either attacked or tried to lie their way into my confidence. But I have been a prisoner of Irenicus. I will help fight him. I will not believe you. To take an ally from the heart of the beast would be foolish, to say the least. You'll not escape without a battle here. Your master dies above, and you shall join him. So, this is actually the way to the exit.
To battle and victory!
Fuck your spell. Got him. Now your turn. We'll find out plenty more about these shadow thieves soon. Let me check the other hallway to see if it's even worth it. To the dungeon. I don't think there's really anything worth it in that room. Oh, there's a wait a minute. It's a side quest, but you get XP for it? You must. This site doesn't list it. Hold on. I mean, I know I could just do it in this time when I'm reading it. Uh-huh. 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 Yeah. Yep. 3,000 XP. Scrolls. But no really good loot and probably not worth our time. So, alright, let's get the fuck out of this dungeon. Unless they added in some more monsters, but otherwise this is the exit. A trail of bodies. And then we get a cutscene.
The tunnel slopes upward into the welcome glare of daylight. Such is your relief that you barely notice the debris at your feet, the remnants of a battle fought only moments before. Surveying the carnage, you hear a scream of rage, and a massive explosion collapses the passage behind you. The sounds of combat greet you as you struggle to your feet. The fight, it seems, is still going strong.
You dare to attack me here? Do you even know whom you face? You will suffer! You will all suffer! So, godchild, you have escaped. You are more resourceful than I had thought.
You're not going to torture us any longer.
Torture? Silly girl, you just don't understand what I'm doing, do you?
I don't care what you're doing. Let us go.
I won't let you leave, not when I'm so close to unlocking your power.
We don't want anything from you.
Enough! I will no longer listen to the babbling of ignorant children.
This is an unsanctioned use of magical energy. All involved will be held. This disturbance is over.
Must I be interrupted at every turn? Enough of this!
This page's power is immense. We must overcome him quickly.
Enough! I haven't the time for this.
You will cease your spell casting and come with us.
Your pathetic magics are useless. Let this end.
Even if we fall, our numbers are many. You will be overwhelmed.
Bore me, Mangg. You may take me in, but you will take the girl as well.
What? No. I've done nothing wrong.
You have been involved in illegal use of magic. You will come with us.
I'm not going with him. I'm not. Please.
All right. So that cutscene established a few things. One is that in this region, we'll get to that. One is that in this region, unauthorized use of magic is illegal. And there is a magic police that will show up and reprimand you if you cast spells illegally. 2 is that John Irenicus is a very powerful magic user. And just easily blasted apart the magic police that showed up with a wave of his hand. So that's a concern. And 3 is that, you know, Irenicus has been basically like trying to unlock our potential by keeping us in this prison. Because we are the children of a god. So I'm sure there's plenty of untapped potential, and he knows it. Yeah, so we're in civilization, though. Where in the bleeding blaze did you come from? I can't hardly believe that the bleeding mage went crazy, he did. As if a guild war in Athkatla wasn't enough. Do you know where I am? Don't know where you are. By helm, you're in Athkatla, Jewel of Am. Katla, capital of Am. Did you see what happened to the mage? Aye, the wizard was angrier than a dragon, blasting these men in black. Bleeding wizard killed them all and took half the promenade, too, before he stopped. Promenade? Aye, this here be Joaquin's Promenade, center of trade and such in the city. You wouldn't happen to know who those men were who the wizard was fighting, do you? Nay, they were all in black and swarmed with their daggers about an hour ago. Thought there would be trouble, but didn't think they would suffer the most. And where would here be? Oh, I already asked that, yeah. Who are those men who took Imoen and the mage? Where can I find them? Imoen? Is that the girl? Aye, she was taken. Don't know where to. Maybe 'twas the cowled ones. Come to arrest them for all the magics and the like. The cowled ones? Who are they? Why would they be arresting anyone for magic? You are new here, aren't you? Magic be forbidden in Athkatla. Cowled wizards, methinks, keep control of all the other mages. Unless, of course, you have the permission of the cowled wizards to use your magic. Don't know how one go about getting such a thing, though. That would be very nice to have, wouldn't it? Permission to use magic. Did you see everything that happened? Yeah, okay. What do you mean by guild war? What is that about? It's one of the reasons why smart folks stay indoors at night, though none of the guards will say one thing or another about it. Bad for the image of the city. I know because I'm close to the streets. There's a war between the thieves and a new guild. Don't know much, but lots of people have gone missing. Not much other to say about that. Okay.
Done.
So, even though we're not really going to have her in our party, we do sort of care about Imoen and what happens to her, so we'll have to be looking into these cowled wizards. But we're in a big city with big trades going on and stuff.
As you ask.
I have to remember where the Adventures Mart is. I think it's somewhere around here. No, maybe it's no, it's to the left, isn't it? Maybe. I don't remember. There's a guy shouting in front of it. There he is. It's certainly been a fat minute since I played this game.
Consider it done. Ribald Bardaman at your service.
Okay. Here's the shop. Now he can identify. Not cheap, though. It costs 100 to identify this quarterstaff, which turns out to be a staff, spear, plus tote. Now, if I were to sell that, it's 1,200. So it's worth the identification, obviously. But I'd rather be able to do it myself. Eventually, I guess. Metaspell Influence can memorize 1 extra second level wizard spell. I think this is pretty useless to us, so we'll be selling that. Bastard Sword +1. Wand of Cloud Kill. Wand of Frost. The Eyes of Truth. Bracers of Defense AC 8. Mail of the Dead +2. Wand of Lightning. Wand of Fire. Ring of the Princes +1. Wand of Magic Missiles, and Destroyer of the Hills. So, definitely be selling that. The wands are kind of nice to have. Cloud Kill, 15-foot radius, instantly kills any creature with 4 hit dice or less with no saving throw. I mean, that's pretty absurd at this point in the game. 5 or 6 hit dice must make a saving throw or be slain. Greater than 6 HD hit dice simply take 10 damage for every round they remain in the cloud. So if you web something and then cloud kill them, no matter what, they're likely to die unless they avoid the web. In which case, you probably shouldn't be fighting something like that anyways. This is certainly very nice to have at this point in the game, so we're going to hold on to it. Wand of Frost just uses Cone of Cold, which is not... Again, I mean, the damage is really nuts at this point in the game for pretty much all these wands, except for, like, Magic Missile. Eyes of Truth, Infravision, protects against critical hits. We can use this? No. Bracer's Defense, AC 8. I think we can use this. Sets our armor class to 8, which is good. Melee Dead +2 is just money in the bank. Wand of Lightning, 6 bolts of lightning. Good. We might blast off with some of this shit. Fireball, Agonizer, Scorcher. Why not? We can have some fun with some wands. Ring of Protection +1, Ring of the Princes. This is just very nice to have at this point. Armor class +1, saving throws +1. Why not? Wand of Magic Missiles. This is probably one I'll sell. It's just Magic Missile. I mean, if you're not able to cast spells, it's nice, but Destroyer of the Hills, +4 armor class versus crushing attacks, which they crop up, so we'll equip it. I don't think there's really anything. I mean, we could, of course, buy one of these, like, +2 quarterstaffs. But I already sold one. I don't know. Maybe I should have kept it. Another Ring of the Princess +1. I don't know if we can have 2 or not. Bracers of Defense, AC 7. AC 3 would be very nice. 10,000 gold. We're not that far off. Protector +1. It's the same thing as the ring, but it's an amulet. A bunch of potions. A bunch of scrolls. Ring of Air Control. You can charm air elementals once per day. Druid's Ring. You can charm animals. 4 Girdle of Hill Giant Strength, Knave's Robe, +1 armor class versus slashing attack, +1 save versus death. Stuff we sold. I think we're good with buying stuff for now. Equip that, that. Let's put on our Ring of, Wand of Lightning. I'll muck about with that. Now, normally we would...
In the name of the council, I am here to keep order.
So whenever you rest in a city like this, you get accosted by a soldier. You can't just have vagrants sleeping in the streets. But if you do it enough times, they won't bother you, and you can get your rest.
For the glory of Am.
Hold! This tent has been closed off for your own safety, citizen. The circus has been closed until this matter is resolved. I'd like to go inside and check it out for myself. I'm sorry, citizen, but I'll not add you to my list of problems. We've lost a whole garrison squad in this tent, and I doubt you'll do any better. Why? What's wrong with the tent? We're not exactly sure. There was no problem until a show was scheduled earlier in the morning. Apparently, the show began well enough, and then something occurred. Nobody has come out of the tent who went in for the show, and everyone we have sent in to investigate has not come out either. Foul magic is no doubt involved here. We are waiting for the cowled wizards to arrive. They will be able to solve this, I'm sure. I can handle myself. Perhaps I can solve this problem for you. Very well, then. I'll not stop you if you wish to risk yourself, citizen. You were warned. So this is technically a side quest, of course. But the main quest involves, for now, like, gathering up a certain amount of money. So you pretty much have to do a bunch of side stuff, so I'm not sweating it too much right now. Upon stepping through the tent door, the world seems to shift. When it settles, you find yourself standing at one end of a bizarre walkway as the wind blows over you. A massive tower rises on the other side of the bridge. The tent door is nowhere to be found. You shall have to go forward. Aha! I see a wayfarer has come to amuse Kala. You must answer a riddle, naturally, ere I will allow you to pass this bridge. Are you ready to hear it? Very well, I am ready. Excellent. A princess is as old as the prince will be when the princess is twice as old as the prince was when the princess's age was half the sum of their present age. Which of the following then could be true? Now, I've played this game a lot, so I know for a fact the answer is Prince is 30 and the princess is 40. I don't know if I've ever actually, like, thought this out, though. It's too much. Ah, you are correct. The mighty Kala respects those with the most agile and quick mind. Proceed across with my blessing. I'm sure I could potentially figure it out on my own, but we don't have time right now. So.
Who are you? Oh, whoever you are, you must flee this place at once. He's killed everyone else who has come into this place. Almost. Oh, please run.
How can a monster such as you have such a sweet voice? I'm not a monster. I'm an elf. A winged elf. Or at least I was. This covering you see is some kind of illusion. But if you believe in it, then it becomes real. Please believe me. Now go before something happens to you, I beg of you. Who is behind all this? Who has killed everyone? Kala. Oh, I don't know what he's done exactly or how, but everything here is an illusion. But it's magic that can hurt you if you believe in it. Well, you probably don't understand, do you? I don't know what he's done to the tent or what the others who have come in, but their deaths are real. You must run. I'm not going anywhere until I get a full explanation. Oh, I hope you don't end up like the others. But alright, my name is Airy. I work in the circus with my uncle, Quail. I don't know exactly what happened, but everything changed a few days ago. Everything became chaos and turned into what you see here. Although it all isn't real, it's an illusion. The minions, they all say they serve Kala, so I know he's behind all of this. He's an illusionist in the circus, but I don't understand how he was able to do all of this. He must be stopped, before he hurts any more people. Please, if you release me from my chains, I can help you stop him. I don't see any chains on you. Those chains are invisible, covered by the illusion, and they are magical. They prevent me from casting my own spells, and they maintain the illusion which is placed on me. How do I release you from them? You need the key to these chains, but it won't look like a key. There are a couple of commoners in the north side of this chamber. Don't be fooled by the illusion, though. They are monsters. They have a sword, which is actually my key. If you get it from them, I can remove the chain and regain my normal form. But please be careful. You can't trust anything you see here.
Consider it done.
Alright. So yeah, all the monsters are good people. All the humans are monsters. So of course we just blast them with a little skull trap. Oh shit, I got hit by it. Fuck! Right, you better run. Oh no! Got him. Of course, we have to finish off this other monster. In my circus.
I require...
Oh, fuck. Fuck. He crit me. God damn.
You have the key, or rather, the sword. Please, please give it to me, and I can be rid of this illusionary form at last.
As you wish. I thank you for your trust. This sword, it is actually a key that unlocks the chain that powers my horrible illusion. You get some big XP. Becomes a hot elf.
Real again. Oh, thank you, Baldur. We must find Quail and stop Kala before he does any more harm.
Wait here then. I'll go further into the citadel and we'll come back later. Beware, not all things here are illusions. Close your eyes and strike back only if it hurts you. I'll bring Quail back safely, would you? He's been very good to me. Yeah, I bet. Alright, let's...
I am here to serve.
Welcome, Lord, to Kala's realm. Be thee not of impure mind, for surely Lord Kala shall destroy thee. Be thee not of impure heart, or thou wilt surely destroy thyself. Kala is the one ruler, the one true being. Thank you for your welcome, and I shall most certainly beware. Kala's blessing upon thee, Lord. Alright, let's buff up. We're going to enter a room filled with enemies. We don't actually want to fight any of those enemies, though. Because I don't think we can kill them. We want to run past into the next room where we can kill Kala. That's what we're going to do.
I will do my best.
So you can actually get boxed out of this exit pretty quickly by those enemies. That sucks. Congratulations, Mangg. Kala is most amused by your progress. You may yet live as long as you continue to provide such entertainment. Are you ready to proceed? I am ready to proceed. You do show some courage. Go then!
Well done, my friend. Truly, I doubted that you would survive to meet me. Welcome to my domain. I regret that my hospitality will result in your deaths. At them, my shadows! If they be fools, my other beasts shall strike them down. If not, the task shall fall to you, my shades. The circus now truly begins.
Alright, let's blast him with this wand.
Dangerous mistake.
Why is this wand not working? Okay, apparently I don't know how to use a wand. Well.
To battle! Victory!
Oh well. Well, I'll figure it out.
No! This isn't what was supposed to happen. This isn't what was promised to me. I have planned this for too long, only to have my plans shattered by some inbred northern adventurers. I just wanted to be respected. You've killed me, destroyed Kala with your misplaced morals and beastly greed for adventure.
You deserve to die, gnome. How many have suffered so that you might keep your illusions of grandeur? I am Kala the Grand, but an illusionist in arm is a criminal, and a gnome is a spectacle. I was a clown. I was promised a world where Kala was master, where none would dare. Indifference killed those fools from the circus. I treat them in death as they were to me in life. A gnome gets no respect. I just wanted people to look up to me, all that I have done. Little bitch.
You're okay.
Ha! I knew Kala would trip over himself eventually. I'm just pleased he despised me enough to play with me rather than dispose of me like some of the others. What would I ever do without you? I think you need to find out, my dear. I've taught you everything I can. It's time, Ari. Time for you to learn the rest on your own. You're the wisest and the smartest and kindest man I'll ever know. I wasn't always, my dear. You changed that. But I can't keep you here. Mangg, you can provide for her better than I. Perhaps you'll take her with you. There's no room for her at my side, right now at least. Perhaps another time. Come back and visit then. Maybe you'll have need of me in the future and I could travel with you. I'd like that. Yeah. So, yeah, that very short little side quest netted us, what was that, like 45,000 XP, which is pretty nice. We get leveled up, and we get some magic items. A bunch of scrolls, some gold. I always do this little quest, because it's really easy. And really worth it. We got a girdle and a ring we need to identify. Oh, we have an identification scroll. I don't know if sorcerers can even use scrolls. Actually, can I even use wand? I don't know. Man, I don't know what the fuck the wand was about. Gotta figure that out. But let's level up. Thaco reduced by 1. That's nice. We finally get a level 5 spell. And 6 more hit points. Level 5. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have time to go through all of these right now. I should have waited on the level up. So some of the big ones that people highly recommend are Sunfire, which is basically just a bigger fireball. Goes up to 15d6 damage. Which is fun. Shadow Door. This is a... Actually, I don't know why this is so recommended. Is it just invisibility? I don't know. I've never taken it. I just saw people recommend it. Feeble Mind can do some shenanigans with dragons, I guess, but I don't think it helps us. Cloud Kill is fun, of course, as you've seen or you heard about. Breach is pretty important. Breaches and dispels all the specific and combat protections on the targeted creature. And that's the list of stuff it removes. Shield, fire shield, protection spells, a whole bunch of protection spells, stone skin, armor, ghost armor, spirit armor, mantle, improved mantle. Doesn't get rid of everything, but against enemy spellcasters, removes a bunch of shit. I just don't know if it's... Let me just see what they say real quick. Breach. Lower resistance. Cloud Kill. And Shadow Door. But apparently Breach is very good. It's not especially exciting, but we'll take Breach for now. Alright, we'll leave it off here then. Just under an hour. We're in the big city. Next time I'll show you the world map. And it's... I won't do anything on my own yet, but probably after the next video I'll do some stuff on my own. But for now, for the next video, we'll just go around and check out a bunch of different locations. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.